Kowloon walled city on the edge of Hong Kong was the most population-dense place there ever was. The most thorough survey done in 1987 had 33,000 people living in 6.4 acres, an area just a bit larger than a New York City block. There were some 350 buildings back to back to back, all 10 to 14 stories high. New York itself has a population density of 74,780 per square mile. Kowloon walled city's figure was 4,980,000 per square mile. That's 66 times as many people per area. It was largely ungoverned. China and Britain both claimed it, but really was run by the triads, which is like the Chinese mafia. So there was lots of drugs, gambling, and prostitution. And dentistry, interestingly enough. The buildings were situated so close together and there were so many wires draped around that sunlight hardly ever graced the lower levels. There was hardly any regulation of any kind, hardly any taxes, no health or building codes, and the police hardly ever entered, and when they did they had to roll deep. Entrepreneurs and refugees flocked to the city after Japan's surrender, marking the end of World War II. And more people came looking for opportunities in the next decades. But in 1987, the two not really ruling governments agreed to evict everyone, demolish the city, and turn it into a park. On average, people were paid some $380,000 for their apartments, and it's been Kowloon Walled City Park since its completion in 1995.